this Delta Shopmaster DTH 2450 pressure washer with a Honda GCV160 engine on it is leaking oil from the engine, and it is leaking at the governor seal and at this pin seal. Let's get into it. All right, the first step is going to be to drain the oil, and this is a 12 millimeter, and then you just tip it on its side and it'll go into this bucket. So let's do that. Great. All right, we're killing it today. What I meant to say was you'll open it up and you'll dump it all over everything. Pro move. Okay, get out half a roll of paper towel and soak up all that oil that dumped on the table. Okay, next you're going to want to walk around your house, touching all the light switches and any walls that you have that are light colored. So the first leak here is on the governor. There's a seal right behind that. It goes bad. Then there's a pin. There's a pin right here with a seal that also leaks. So the valve cover's off. The pin is right in the middle of that pulley. And then down here, the pin and then the seal around it. So we got to replace that seal. So I pulled that pin down a little bit and you can see the seal right there, that little rubber O-ring. That's what seals in the oil. So we're going to replace that and then move on to the governor. Okay, to get at this governor shaft, remove the upper spring and the lower spring and then loosen this 10 millimeter nut right here, and it'll slide off the shaft. Here's the part number for the camshaft pin, the oil leak underneath the valve cover, and then I'm going to be using this JB Weld RTV gasket maker and sealant. All right, I'm going to put this back in. May have to pull this just a little bit. Oh, she went in pretty good. And you want this flat side facing the front. Like that. Okay, I got the surface nice and clean. I got my gasket maker on there. Try to do this without screwing things up. Very carefully. Actually, maybe the best way to do this is this. Okay, tighten those bolts down most of the way. Leave about a quarter of a turn left and let it dry for an hour, and then torque them down to 7 pounds. All right, here's the part number for the governor seal on the Honda GCV160. Okay, here's the part out of the package. There's a cup side to this. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's this side has a kind of a cup end that goes towards the engine. Okay guys, I got that seal in there and I got everything put back together. Springs back on. The one thing that you need to be careful of is that rod. That governor isn't attached in there. You can end up pushing that all the way in and losing it in there. So make sure that you keep your clip on there while you're putting your seal on. In my case, I lost the clip. Shot across the room and into a corner and a bunch of stuff, and I don't know where it is, so I just used a twist tie for right now until I can get another clip. But yeah, make sure you hold on to that rod so it doesn't get pushed in there. I used a vice grip and held on right here and kind of wiggled this assembly on there, and then tighten down your bolts, attach your springs. We'll fill it up with oil and check for leaks. Alright guys, no leaks. Hey, if this has helped you out, think about giving me a super thanks. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button. We'll talk to you in the next one.